these are the things that I've done. I went through the YouTube trying to find ideas of how to do this, and I really couldn't find a few things that I did. People done what I already done. This is the third swimming pool that I've had. It kind of bothers me that this pool's right here because I got my boat over there and I usually pull the boat through here. But anyway, I have another pool. I got rid of my pool after I got rid of my kids. They all moved out of the house and nobody swam in it for 2 years. So I decided to take it apart. I used this spot to park a boat and other things, and my son-in-law came and put a swimming pool up. So this is his pool on my property. So anyway, now I have to drive my boat all the way around here to get out, which is a pain in the butt. But anyway, I made the alterations, and this is what I did. Okay, I got this filter. I found this filter for $200. Somebody had taken apart a in-ground swimming pool. It came with more parts than that. It came with an ionizer and a whole bunch of other things I didn't know what they were. All I wanted is a filter. So I got this filter and this huge pump. All Hayward stuff. I think I've made a video of that already. Anyway, I want to show you what I did. I had to get rid of the Hayward, or rid of the Intex, whatever this thing is, skimmer, because it just clamped onto the side right here, and it broke. The clamp broke, and I couldn't get it to stay on. So I went out. I had this. I have a pond somewhere, and I tried to make a skimmer out of in a box on my pond, and this didn't work. So I threw it aside, and I still had this. So I made this skimmer. It's not very big. I would have preferred a wide mouth, but the price of them things, they went up. I don't know why. Anyway, here it is. If you see this part right here, I went ahead and glued a support onto that, and I got it right here too. You can see this extra piece that I glued on. I got some, I think it's called H66 glue, and glued it on. It works the same way as contact cement. It melts this vinyl, and when you put it together, you put on there like you put a contact cement on, and it goes on there smooth. I hooked that on. I brought it up as high as I could possibly bring it up. So you can see now where the water line is, or was. It was right here. So it's going to be about halfway. I think it'll work. It doesn't have any water in it right now. It is the winter time, so nobody's going to want to swim in it. I'm getting ready to fill it up. I'm just making sure everything works for the summer. Should be here in about a month and a half. The pool should be up and running by then. I got to get in and power wash it. It's filthy. But other than that, the pool's doing good. So anyway, what I did was I took this thing, this skimmer, I hooked it on there. I cut this out around here. I cut it out real careful. So there's 3 pieces of plastic. This one, the original, and then there's another piece on the other side, because this came with a lot of a huge patch to fix anything. Now this one right here, this B, this is a return. I just went ahead and plugged it. As you can see, it's just, I got a bulkhead in there. This is from a fish tank, a fish aquarium bulkhead, and I just stuck that in there. I had it, so I stuck it in. When I put these in there, I put silicone, clear silicone around this. Seeing some squeezing through the screw holes. I watched a guy on the internet, on the YouTube, and he said that be careful, you're going to crack these. I was very, very careful, and I had to tighten them. I had to use an impact gun to get them tight because they didn't want to go in, but I got them in and they did not crack. So, and I used silicone to glue everything. Anything that is turned in there, like silicone is in this, and then come over here. This one was a smaller. I had to cut it out to make this bulkhead, this Hayward bulkhead, work. And so I cut this one out a little bit bigger, and then I come back over here, go upside down maybe. Where are you at here? I put that in there, and I siliconed that side of it, and there's not silicone on this side. As you can see, there's silicone around the threads here. I have many times I have used thread tape and everything else, and I cannot get a complete seal until I use silicone. Once I started using silicone, and then I used to use gray. See, I got gray right here. I got gray in there. I've had to use black. Finally, I went to clear, and you can even see this is an old pipe, and I've had pipe dope on there, and I cleaned it off the best I could. Anyway, what I did here is this A is big. It's the bulkhead that comes with it is huge, a lot bigger than this 1.5 inch stuff that they sell. So I took a piece of plexiglass. This is plexiglass, and I got it on both sides. See right here, plexiglass here, and the plexiglass I got. That dropped my phone. I got plexiglass flush against the vinyl, and flush against the vinyl on this side. I put silicone on both sides. On the plexiglass, I put silicone on the plexiglass against the vinyl, and I also put silicone on both sides. And then on this side over here, I put silicone on the between the rubber and the plexiglass, so it should not leak. And I centered it and then tightened it, so it should have a complete seal. So if you ever do take this off, then if I ever have to take that off, it should be glued to this, because it is vinyl. It's not going to stick real good. If you ever need to get it off, it will come off. But anyways, that's how I did this. And I've seen so many people have so many different ideas, and a lot of them are good ideas. I just had to get rid of this little cheesy pump that this thing come with, because it wouldn't clean the water. It didn't keep the water very clean. I was going to try to use it on a fish tank. I think it'd make a great accessory for a fish tank if you had a big tank or even a small pond. But as far as this here, a swimming pool, I think the one that come with it just wasn't any good. It wasn't big enough. So anyway, this is what mine looks like. And at the price of wood now, we're not going to build a deck. We were at one time, but we're not now. So it's all ready to go. As soon as the kids come here, they can start swimming in it. And if I go 2 years without having anybody come, I'll probably take it apart again. Anyway, that's how I did it.